As professional firefighters in an ever-changing, time-sensitive environment, we all realize the importance of quality, well-kept equipment. Failure of just one part of our gear could mean the difference between saving lives and losing lives. That's why it's important that you not only have the right tools for the job, but you also have the right equipment to ensure your gear is in top operating condition. We all know the uncomfortable feeling of working in wet, unkept gear. Not having time to wash your gear regularly could lock dangerous contaminants into your suit. Scientific research has proven that dirty gear is one of the major contributing causes to line-of-duty firefighter cancer. Not hard to believe, with all the plastic and synthetic products off-gassing at the fires we respond to. If it's been to a fire, chances are it may be contaminated with toxins, carcinogens, bloodborne pathogens such as HIV, as well as glass and insulation. Rinsing alone won't clean your gear. It needs to be washed and thoroughly dried to put it back into service. Not properly drying your suit can lock in moisture for days or even weeks. We now find with newer gear, problems are arising with the vapor barrier, especially in the hard-to-dry areas. This area, staying moist for too long of a period, will allow mold and mildew to form, destroying the vapor barrier. This is one of the reasons the NFPA has introduced the new 1851 standard that requires departments to inspect the vapor barrier once a year. For that reason, we've developed the Ram Air Gear Dryer, an NFPA-compliant dryer. Our patented gear drying system was designed by an actual firefighter. It's quick and easy to use and is extremely efficient at drying all types of gear. Its ability to adapt to specific types of gear, along with the high volume of air it pushes through the system, gives you a faster turnaround time, making sure your gear is ready when you need it. With the option of 4 different units to choose, we have the dryer to suit your needs. Our immersion hazmat unit is capable of drying immersion suits, hazmat suits, and dive equipment quickly and efficiently, and still allows you to dry your bunker gear. By drying in an inverted position, it allows the moisture to drain downward, while at the same time circulating air throughout the gear. No need to turn your suit inside out, damaging the garment and reducing the lifespan of the suit. Within hours, your gear will be as dry as the day you bought it. With our single-unit dryer, you can easily place the unit in an out-of-the-way location to save space, without having to sacrifice the same effectiveness of larger units. With our dryers, you can dry all your personal protective equipment, including gloves, boots, helmets, SCBAs and the face piece, balaclavas, and many other items all at the same time. Unlike other models on the market, the Ram Air Gear Dryer is able to push through a large volume of air at high pressure. This high-pressure system forces air to all the hard-to-reach spots, ensuring air movement throughout the entire garment, with no air loss and no flow to path of least resistance like some of our competitors. This reduces drying time and increases its ability to dry more suits in the same amount of time. Each unit adapts quickly and easily to the type of gear you need to dry. It's quality construction with LED timer and automatic shutoff. The unit is fully supported by casters to make it easy to move, and its high-volume, high-pressure fan runs on a standard 110-volt house current, unlike many competitors' units. Our dryers are rated for an operational lifespan of more than 87,000 hours, and since the systems operate with ambient air, you avoid voiding any manufacturer's warranties on your gear. In short, the Ram Air Gear Dryer is the most effective gear dryer on the market. But don't take my word for it. Listen to those who've used our product.
Before we got the gear dryer, staff didn't like to wash their gear as often because it took too long to dry. This is very tough on the gear. Now that we have the gear dryer, it's much faster to dry the gear, so staff wash it more frequently. With a clean set of gear, it's healthier to use, much safer to use, and it lasts a lot longer. Therefore, we don't have to replace the gear as often as we used to.
We're in a very fast-growing community, and we build 1 or 2 stations a year, so we're constantly buying new equipment. And to have a very cost-effective method that is also effective and efficient for its use, that's just a double bonus.
Joining other departments are cities like Miami, Fort Worth, Texas, and Halifax, just to name a few, who now use the Ram Air Gear Dryers to help solve their drying problems. With worldwide distribution, you'll find the Ram Air Gear Dryers being used by the U.S. Army and Navy, by large training facilities, and overseas departments like the Hong Kong Fire Department. It's our goal to develop and manufacture dryers that provide the highest quality possible by setting standards well beyond any other competitor's products. With unmatched customer service, we truly are the educated customer's only reasonable choice. The Ram Air Gear Dryer truly is a lifesaver, and it's the best unit on the market. For more information on our dryers and help on how to apply for grants to help purchase a dryer for your department, please go to our website at www.ramairgeardryer.com. I'm Jessica Duffy. I hope you'll take this opportunity to contact one of our representatives. It could be the best choice you've ever made. How clean and dry is your gear?
Name's Garth Dix, Brantford Fire Department, Fire Chief. I'd talk about the Ram Air system here that we got into a number of years ago now. Previous to the Ram Air system, we were probably like most people hanging turnout gear on hooks, sometimes out in the sun, which is the worst thing you can do, but we had to dry our gear somehow. We never got into the expensive commercial dryers. We ran into Ram Air systems a few years ago at the Indianapolis show, and we were sold on them right away, and each year for a couple of years, or three or 4 years, we purchased one for each of our stations. Now all of our stations have them. I can't say enough about them. I think they're absolutely wonderful. They're fast turnaround time and hanging up the gear, easy to use. They use very little power. And what else I can say about it? It's an excellent system, and I got to tell you that the customer service that we've had is just unbelievable too. We're really pleased. We've had a number of people actually come down to the fire station and see them from other fire departments. I don't know if we got any business out of it, but we've certainly had people look at the system. And all in all, very well thought out, great design, compact, different sizes. We have two different sizes, the full size one and the smaller one, depending on the uses at the stations. But I guess that the key thing about it for us is that we can put them anywhere in the station where it's suited at the time for what we have for our needs. Move them around. They're very portable and excellent time-saving gear drying device.
Hi, my name's John Patino from Eggertsville Fire in Amherst, New York. We have a 4-bank Ram Air system. We've had it in service for over 3 years. It's been a great system. It dramatically improves turnaround time for returning our turnout gear to service after an incident and eliminates firefighters being down and out of service between calls.
I'm Jeff Holmstrom, captain of the Boyd Lake Fire Authority. Before we owned the unit, we actually just would put our gear on a hanger and it would sit and dry over multiple days. We ended up with the unit on a grant, and we've been using it ever since. Every time we wash our gear, it works really well. It doesn't harm the gear. It does a really good job.
Hi, Chief John Cloyan with Thunderbird Fire Protection Territory in Indiana. We purchased one of the Ram Air 6-bunker gear dryer sets, and we have found it to be phenomenal use. We can use it for wildland gear, structural gear. I love the airflow through, and I think that it's really salvaged out a lot of our gear and had lower maintenance issues with our gear that we purchased. I would definitely purchase another one, and probably will purchase another one for our Station 2 in the very near future.
Hi, my name is Scott Rissy. I'm the Assistant Chief for the Slinger Fire Department. We worked 3 years on designing a new building that would be work-friendly for all of our firefighters. And one of the things we looked at was wash and dry area, place to wash our turnout gear. And so when we were down at FDIC, we looked at all the different gear dryers to find one that would fit and work well for us. And we picked Ram Air, and it's been very successful for us. We have a specific area where all the gear is washed. One nice thing when guys wash their gear, because we're a volunteer department, we're not at the station all the time. Different timers allow us to set, and then they can leave the station and come back later, and their gear is dry, and they're not running 24 hours a day also.
My name is Troy Rissy from the Slinger Fire Department, Slinger, Wisconsin. We purchased 2 gear dryers last year from Ram Air. One upright for turnout gear, one combination for our dive gear and cold water rescue. And so far we've been very, very happy with them. In the past we used step ladders and hoses and portable fans and anything you can do to combination to dry gear. And now the guys have been very happy with being able to wash their gear, have it dry in 2 hours, be able to come back to the station, put it back in service the same day they've washed it. So it's been a very, very good benefit for us as a department, and we've been very happy with it.
I'm David Gant with Scottsboro Fire Department, Scottsboro, Alabama. We have a dryer for 4-place bunker gear. chief into trying one of these, and it's worked great. Makes it worse or turnouts regular now because they can get them dried. Where before it was a mess to try to get them dried out. Everybody needs one of these. They take care of their equipment.